have been getting a lot of feedback about the Northwood quarantine housing spaces, and we're listening to that feedback, we're taking that feedback, and then we're using that feedback to adjust what we're doing and to make sure that we can create the best experience possible for students when they go into quarantine or isolation housing.
So the facilities that we're using for quarantine housing, they may not be what you are coming from, but we believe this option does provide the type of standard that is appropriate for any Michigan student to reside in.
What that also means is the assignments may look different. Some may have air conditioning, some may not. They will all have a private bathroom inside the room, as well as a bedroom available. And so the different amenities may differ between units and between communities, but it's all designed to support a student and to be appropriate for them while they're in quarantine and isolation.
We'll be utilizing a student call center. That will be a number we'll share with you if there are any concerns with you not getting a meal, or if you need something as simple as toilet paper or something like that. You'll be able to communicate with someone between the hours of 10 and 8 at this call center, but even after hours, we'll be sure to communicate more clearly about who you may need to reach outside of those hours.
And every student who goes into quarantine or isolation housing does work with a case manager to get into quarantine or isolation housing. So that person is a great point of contact. They can definitely get anyone connected with whatever resources they need, or help out directly.
So part of the process when a student goes into quarantine and isolation is a conversation about what we provide and what we'll be providing to the student when they arrive in quarantine and isolation. That includes bed linens, there's a snack bag and a bag of additional amenities. There's information about how to order meals. We provide all of that information to the student when they are moving into quarantine and isolation, and then it's also reinforced when students arrive into quarantine and isolation through paperwork that is in the apartment. We're going to be increasing what we provide to students, so there'll be additional toilet paper and extra rolls in every apartment. We'll be providing hand sanitizer as well as some cleaning supplies and some disinfecting wipes for students.
Housing facilities continues to work to enhance the experience of our students in our quarantine and isolation housing spaces. That includes taking feedback like microwaves. They're working diligently to get microwaves into all of the spaces so that students do have access to those in their unit.
There are ongoing conversations to evaluate the frequency and timing of meal delivery.
Currently, students who are in quarantine and isolation can order through Michigan Dining. The meals are prepared in one of our residence hall dining facilities on campus, and then they're delivered up to Northwood for 3 meals, including snacks.
Due to public health concerns, we can't currently provide a communal laundry space in our quarantine and isolation units, but we are looking into a vendor to help with that.
When you're made aware that you may need to go to the quarantine or isolation housing, we want to make sure that you have enough time to pack up what you will need from your personal belongings that will tide you over for 2 weeks. If you need more time, you need to let us know so that you don't feel rushed.
DPSS does offer transportation. This isn't them arresting you and taking you into quarantine, but it's just the service that's provided. Students are welcome to take their own transportation or get a ride up to quarantine or isolation if that's going to be a better option for them.
So what we've been doing so far is communicating with students by phone, sending them an email and follow-up and additional information through attachments. And we know that that's a lot of information to take in. It's a lot of information to keep straight. So what we are working on is standing up a webpage with resources for students in quarantine and isolation.
A lot of students choose to take a walk around Northwood just to get some fresh air, stretch their legs, and get out of their quarantine or isolation space for a little while. Students are welcome to leave their space. We just ask that they wear their mask like you would anywhere else on campus and practice appropriate social distancing.
As your director of Michigan Housing, I want you to know that I care about you, and the staff who are here to serve you are also wanting you to have the best experience possible.